Hey, I'm Steve Magnante here in Bogart, Georgia with the Tony Townley collection, which will be sold by Richmond Auctions on October 24th and 25th. And something special behind me is a 1970 Ford Mustang Mach 1, but beyond that, it's a 428 Super Cobra Jet with the W Code 430 drag pack rear axle. We'll find out more about that in a moment, but in the meantime, let's check out the 428 Super Cobra Jet under the hood scoop. And again, the R Code Super Cobra Jet came with the standard ram air scoop right there. It does function, has a vacuum switch at the bottom of the air cleaner base, which admits cool air into the shaker, which breathes that air into the shrouded air cleaner for cooler, denser intake charge. So it makes a little more power. These are rated 335 horsepower. I dare say it's more like 400. Ford was definitely playing fast and loose with the numbers at this point in time, but easy 400 horsepower out of this W Code Super Cobra Jet 428. Let's pop the hood and see what we find. And there's that mighty shaker. Now, 1970 was the year of the shaker all throughout Detroit. Challenger and Barracuda had a shaker, which was manually operated. It had to pull a cable. Pontiac Trans Am had a shaker, which was also functional. And of course, Mach 1 Mustangs and also regular Mustangs could be had with a shaker hood. And what it does, it shakes and wiggles with the engine at an idle or full throttle. But here is the opening right here, but the only way this works is at wide open throttle. There's a vacuum motor that opens a door that lets air go into the shaker and then into the engine for a cooler, denser mixture for more power. Now, these were rated at 330 laughable horsepower, more like 400, pretty potent engines right out of the box. This one's a Super Cobra Jet, which means it has the oil cooler right here, which displaces the horns from this side of the radiator wall to this side to make room for the engine oil cooler, found only on Super Cobra Jet cars, which is what we have here. Beautiful example of the breed. Again, the shaker, 1970, the year of the shaker throughout muscle car legends then and now. Let's look inside. Inside the Mach 1, we see the standard issue bucket seats up front, and of course the top loader 4-speed transmission, close ratio. It feeds into a 430 gear set under the back seat area for amazing acceleration. And again, 428 Super Cobra Jet, great example of a beautifully restored car. Numbers matching car, too, by the way. And speaking of the interior of this car, the bucket seats fold forward, and this has the optional sport deck back seat. We can see right here, the seat actually folds up to give you a cargo area back there to provide room for extra large objects. Just a great example, crisp restoration, and here it is. Speaking of that trunk, let's find out what we see inside of it. Two great things on this car are the spoilers and slats. The spoilers on the deck lid and under the chin, and the slats right here. Optional things that were not baked into the car, but we know these are original to this car because we have the original Marti report right here. Of course, Kevin Marti, the guru of all things blue oval, and it tells us the car was originally built with these features, including, of course, the W Code 430 rear axle, and of course, the spoilers and slats were born here from the factory. Again, a numbers matching car, and great example of a restoration. And again, something cool about this too is the spoiler on this thing adds a little bit of weight, so there's actually a secondary support right here just to keep wind from blowing it down in your fingertips. And that's something you find on spoiler-equipped Mustang Mach 1s. And we have it here, all of it presented correctly in wonderful color.